and author Mark Arax. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
I just got my hands on the book myself.
That's going to be exciting.
It's 2.2 pounds.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if it lands wrong, it's going to kill you. So 5 years of my life poured into that. So it's
incredible.
But it was worth it because we're telling the story of really one of the most incredible stories ever, of the story of California, how it was created. And you know, we took a slice of continent 1,000 miles long and called it one state, California. And then we had this dilemma: how do you take the water and move it from where it fell to where the people lived? And we solved that dilemma by building the grandest hydraulic irrigation project, watering project the world's ever known. And that's how people are allowed to live in LA and use the water from elsewhere. And eight of the 10 drops of that water, the captured water, goes to agriculture in California, and much of it in the middle. And so I'm on the land all up and down the state, but principally in the middle, telling the story of what these farmers are doing with the water. And we could talk about some of them. They're quite, I mean, they're larger than life, these characters.
Absolutely. On that, which character did you really look at the most, which inspired you the most with this story, if you could pick one?
I mean, the small farmers who are still on 40 acres and 80 acres their great-grandfather farmed are really inspiring. And they're usually, you know, you'll find them in Selma and Fowler and places in the middle of the valley. But then you've got these giants of agriculture. You know, on the east side, you have a woman named Lauren Booth, who was related to the Chandler family in LA, the ones that own the LA Times and everything else. Her father was a billionaire, and he bought oranges, and she came up and over the mountain and is now farming those. She's a remarkable woman, farming them in the citrus belt on the east side. And then you've got Jack Pandel, who was in Delano, and he came from a family of Slavs, and he is making these grapes. He's bending genetics in such a way that he's making grapes taste like cotton candy. I mean, literally, you taste this grape, and it tastes like cotton candy.
I tried those.
Just yeah. So
Really
that's Jack.
good.
And then you have Stuart Resnick, who lives in Beverly Hills in a mansion that you wouldn't believe on Sunset Boulevard, and yet he farms in Lost Hills. And there's about 80 miles difference between those two places, 100 miles, but it couldn't be more different. I mean, one is one is the valley, and he is the biggest farmer of pistachios, pomegranates, almonds, and mandarin oranges. He used to have cuties, and now they're halos in the world.
Yeah, all my favorites.
And so, you know, this is what these folks have done with the water. And there's a lot of arguments about, you know, we have eternal water wars in this state. Do they deserve that much water? And they say, yeah, we're growing food. And so it's a epic story.
Well, Mark, I'm so glad you're bringing the story of the Central Valley, and you have a book signing on Friday that everyone's invited to. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's at Clovis at the Memorial Auditorium there, and they're actually selling tickets, which put some pressure on me. I mean, how in the heck am I going to fill an auditorium of 350 people? So thanks to you and some others, we're getting the word out, and we're going to tell the story of this place, because folks don't know the story of this place. This is a singular place in America, this valley. We built something that no society in the history of man ever built. And we're a little embarrassed about that story, a little shy. And so we're going to tell it.
Well, if you want to get tickets for it, how do you go about getting them? Or how much do they?
Yeah, they're online. They're $10 online, $15 in person. I'm going to sing a song, so there'll be a little performance.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we'll make it happen, yeah.
But it's important to be proud of our valley, and I think your book really magnifies that.
We've done something that no one's done, and it has some tremendous upsides and it has some downsides, and I tackle all of that, trying to get at the complexity. I don't want to land here or there. I kind of want to land in the right middle, and that's what I did. And I followed it from drought to flood. It's almost biblical in some ways.
Yes, well, I know you put a lot of time and effort, so everybody, the Dreamt land, don't forget about the book signing on Friday, and unfortunately we're out of time. We got to go, thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Okay.
Appreciate you.
Take care.
Stay with us, everybody. We're back right after this.